Today we are at Furman University. This is the oldest university in South Carolina, and we are doing one of the trails on, they have several trails here ranging from, I think from, just under a mile to maybe just over 3 miles. We're doing a 1.5 mile walk today, and this one is going to take us around this lake. This is a lake here on the university. I believe it is a man-made lake. We're going to walk around that bell tower over there, talk a little bit about that bell tower.
This is just a beautiful place to come, walk your dog, or just be by yourself. Did you look at the view over here?
Yeah.
The bell tower is just beautiful. The things that they did with the marshes and combating pollution is just amazing. Yeah, apparently there was some issues with some of the feeder streams that come in and feed the water into this lake. They was bringing in some algae and sediment and nitrates, it said it was, and it was giving the lake some issues. So what they did was they put together this kind of a man-made marshland, and you can see right down there where it's kind of a platform where they put these plants on there. And what the plants do is the plants filter out as much of that stuff as it can. It goes all the way around here. So this acts as a filter. It's a man-made marshland that acts like a filter that filters that water coming in through these streams here. It's pretty cool. It keeps the lake healthy. And the ducks seem to like hanging out on them. The ducks seem happy too. Here comes the posse.
I think they're waiting to be fed.
There's a big sign right there that says, "Do not feed you guys."
They just like swim so randomly. They're like, okay, let's go this way. No. Let's go the other way. Okay, let's go this way now. They're curious. They come around to see what we're doing. I think people feed them anyway.
Ducks want the food, but they don't want the kid to touch them.
This is kind of interesting. Just in the middle of this field is a random statue of looks like a little girl. It's interesting there's no plaque.
Don't get in the mud.
There's nothing saying what it is. It just says, "I love my Gammy." Here's another statue of another little kid. I'll have to look up the reason why these are here. They're pretty cool. But there's no signage, no information about them that I've seen on the trail. So
obviously they've been here for a while.
Who knows? So part of this trail that goes around the lake at Furman University touches the Swamp Rabbit Trail. And the Swamp Rabbit Trail is, what is it, 24, 26 miles, something like that?
Yeah, we should try doing that.
That goes from Travelers Rest to Greenville, and it comes through, well, this portion of Greenville as well. So there's the sign for that. And then there's the trail that goes along here. That bell tower over there houses several bells inside of it, and it's actually a musical instrument called a carillon. The carillon is, it's almost like it's got these wooden pedals that you I don't know if they're really calling them a pedal, but it's something that you press with your hands, and they can play different kinds of music. It's just like it almost looks like piano keys, but they're much larger, and you hit them actually with your when I was watching people do it, they were hitting them with their fist. Not hitting, but pressing them with their fist. Listen to this. Now, I don't know if they're able to pre-program that thing to play anything, but chances are there's a good chance there's actually somebody playing that music. Yeah, it's like a musical instrument. There's somebody probably playing that music as it goes. I'm sure there's probably students here that learn how to play it, because I mean, why wouldn't they? Why would they have one and then not teach the people how to use it?
That's what I want for Christmas.
That is pretty cool. I really like that. This thing chimes every 15 minutes. And then it seems that on the hour, it plays a song. Right now it is 11:30 a.m. This replica of the bell tower of the main building on the original Greenville campus has been erected to bring back memories of the beginnings of Furman University in Greenville and in honor of Alistair Garden Furman, 1965. One of the things that they say about this lake is that it's full of swans. Now, I don't know if it's full of swans. We've been almost all the way completely around the lake, and then this guy pops around the corner. Guy or gal. Beautiful. Looks like it's black. Well, it looks black from here, but it may not be once it gets closer. It's coming right for us too.
I think it thinks we have food.
Furman's family of black swans began with Isabel and Thomas, but their flock has grown. Native to Australia, black swans are social creatures that tend to flock together. The white swan, on the other hand, is territorial and aggressive. Usually, Furman will only have one female and one male white swan residing on the lake.
I've seen white one.
Hey there, gorgeous. Hi, she said hi back. Can you hear that?
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
You.
Hi.
You. What a beautiful bird.
Wow. Hi.
Oh, look at that red beak.
Hello.
How big it is. See all the things popping up out of the ground? We learned about those at Congaree National Park. They're called knees. Uh-oh. He's after us. He's determined. Anyways, those things are called knees, and basically what they are, well, it's believed that they help to support the root system of these particular trees. And I can't remember the type of trees that they are, but yeah, supposedly they help support the root system of these trees. You notice how they're just around these two trees, but then when you get over to these different types of trees, they're not there anymore. And then off in the distance, you can see those same types of trees there, and the knees popping up out of the ground. Wow, I think I'm actually retaining some knowledge here. This is kind of interesting. Looks like they may still be in the process of building it, but it's like a bridge that they're making out of like an erector set, I guess. I mean, it's just little plastic pieces, but the foundations of it look like it's brand new. Isaiah's Bridge is what the sign says. Huh. That's kind of cool. They haven't completed it yet. Temple that's here. It's a Japanese temple, the place of peace. And what this sign is saying is that for many years, this intergenerational temple, Heisei-ji, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it, was standing in Nagoya, Japan. Then in 2004, it was dismantled into 2,400 pieces, transported through the Panama Canal, and reconstructed by Japanese craftsmen in 2008. I wonder how long it was standing in Japan before they moved it over here. It just said several years or many years. This building was the very first college classrooms of Furman University. In fact, it was temporarily being used while the main building was being built. And it was on the original site in Greenville, but they moved it here in 1958. They refer to it as the old college. But there was only 2 classrooms, so Furman University only started in this tiny little building with 2 classrooms.
Wait, look at it today. Like, it would have been the difference from there to all this.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big campus. I think it said 740 acres.
Really?
Yeah, it's a pretty big campus. So we just left Furman University and figured since we were so close to Paris Mountain, we could see Paris Mountain from the campus, that we would come over to Paris Mountain State Park, use up the rest of our our park pass because it ends at the end of this month. So we might as well use it as much as we can. And we're going to take a walk around another lake. There's a little one here. We attempted to do this one before, but 2 of the dogs that we have, they're very old, and when you get on the other side of this little dam area that's over here, it's like a rocky, you have to climb up rocks to get to the other side of the trail, and they just couldn't do it. And one of them was being codgy enough, she wouldn't let me pick her up, so we had to abandon that effort. But we're back, and we just got the little one here. He's much younger and able to handle these walks.
What was it that Doctor Who used to say?
No.
Abort, remember?
Abort.
Abort. No, remember the TARDIS people? I haven't watched that show in so long.
No, they'd say exterminate.
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 Is that show still on?
I don't know. Probably. I think I saw advertisements for it.
I'll have to get it.
Anyways, I think this walk is about a mile, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. It's not too far. This lake is not very big. Uh-oh. We got a pooper. I really want to walk on the dam. I really want to walk on that. Now there's the water coming out the other side. So if you see down here where it's kind of rocky, it's very steep right there. And our dog, she just couldn't make it up there. So we're back to try this again. So this dam that's been built here has actually been here since 1898. And this is, I guess this is it's not so much a lake as it is a reservoir. And I don't believe it even has a name. It's just referred to as Reservoir 2. But this dam has been here for quite some time. Wow, 1898. This dam has been here for 123 years as of today, 2021. That's so cool. All right. Make it up the rocky steps here. Did he?
There's the paddle boat.
It's a water reservoir. So this is like a watershed. I guess there's just kind of like a bowl that kind of comes down this way. When it rains, it just pours right into this area here. There must be another one up the way there, because it says that there's 2 reservoirs. Reservoir 1, which that lake had a name, but this one is just referred to as Reservoir 2.
And then, did you hear what that man said about there's another way to walk around if you can't do that hike, that steep hike?
Yeah, I heard it. Apparently there's a way to walk around the bridge. There's a road that goes right along the front of that dam.
So that's where we'll come with our dogs next time.
Anyways, there's a road that goes around that dam area right there. And if you walk across the bridge and then you can come in on the other side, you don't have to walk up those steep rocks. So if you do have an old dog, apparently there is a way around that.
These steps are hard on that.
It's a pleasant walk around here. It's an easy, with the exception of that, you know, those rocks back there, but apparently there's that way around, which we haven't seen. We were just told about it. Other than that, it just seems to be a very level, easy-going trail that just goes around the shore of this reservoir.
But didn't you say you did some of the other ones and they weren't like this?
No, some of the other ones had lots of elevation gain and there's a lot of up and down. They were a little bit more strenuous, but they were still great trails.
Hey, go climb out on that log and I'll take a picture of you.
Hell no.
Yeah, man.
You climb out there. You walk all the way out there to where the water is, and then I'll snap some photos of you.
that joke. She's going great. It's also a perfect day to be hiking.
So right here on the other side of the lake, they have those paddle boats that you can rent. And then there's a beach area there. We were down here when we first moved to the area, and just to check out this park. And the place was packed. There was tons of people out here lying on the beach and swimming out to this little kind of dock thing that's out in the middle, sunbathing out there. It gets busy out here in the summertime, but of course it's mid-December, so I would imagine that area and those boats are not available for rent right now.
They look like they were having fun though, didn't they?
Yeah, they look like they were having a good time.
Good place to take your kids.
So the sign at the far end of this lake here, where it talks about the dam, says that this is referred to as Reservoir 2. It gave no name. It just said, in fact, it said it's only referred to as Reservoir 2. But then this sign over here on this end says that this is called Lake Placid. So who knows? It's a 0.8 mile trail that goes around the water there.
More ducks?
Yeah, 2 of them. Yeah, here's that little beachy area that we saw from the other side of the lake over there. I don't know. I mean, you got this sandy little beach here. I guess you could just walk past those leaves that are underwater. I don't know, there's something about me putting my feet in those, you know, all those leaves. I just don't know what's underneath there. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to that sort of thing. The sign back on the other side of this bridge says that this bridge was built by the Conservation Corps, and it says that all of these rocks that are used, these stones that were used to build the you know, the structures that hold the bridge up, are all just local stones that they found here in the park. So that was Lake Placid Loop Trail. Again, 0.8 miles, very quick, very easy trail to do. And it's the very first one that you see when you come into the park. So when you drive into the park at the front entrance, just pull off on the very first parking lot and park, and you can, I mean, it's right there in front of you. You'll be able to see it. So nice little trail. I'll do it again one of these days. Today we're visiting Furman University. It is the oldest university here in South Carolina. I don't know. Today we're visiting Furman University, which is the oldest university in Southern California. It happens to be in
Carolina.
What did I say?
Southern California.
Oh my God.